Shen was showing up from the start. I feel like Isles on the Shen, very, very powerful, especially when you consider champions like Olaf, who need a lot of auto attacks. The Spirit's Refuge can do a lot, but the final pick of the draft for FlyQuest is Sylas for Quad. How are we feeling about the value that he gets from the ultis he can steal? Because I feel like...
I talked to Griffin as well. It's similar sentiments, and now Griffin's face-checking into the Xin here early on. That is very good for Armeo, and he forces the flash.
Yeah, that was dire news. Meanwhile, down here in the bottom lane, Berserker under a lot of pressure, flashing away, trying to survive, and Mastu chasing him underneath the turret. It's first blood back over to the Sylas, making it 1-for-1 as Isles and the turret get revenge. Isles continuing to march forward, but he does not have the cooldowns to get a second kill, so an even trade in bottom side, but first blood belongs to FlyQuest in game 2.
Yeah, the minions are pushing away from them, but they do have teleport. Both of them have teleport, and Isles cancels his recall, as does Credge, and we're going again, round 2.
They immediately try to go in for the taunt on Demasu, but instead it's a mistake, a blunder from Lyon. Isles wanted to hang. Yup, this is trouble for the Lyon bot side duo. Remember, there's no flash available on Berserker. They are immediately going to go right in after the Jace. It's all too easy once Griffin shows up. Berserker is dead for the second.
Such a tough spot to be in when you're just watching minions die, but they're moving up here. Lyon around.
Yep, it's Armeo and Ios immediately coming in, looking to start up this fight. Armeo dropping the Crescent Guard as Dokla swoops in from the side, and Griffin's already going to be killed down in the bottom lane here at the same time. Berserker down to 100 HP. Flash over the wall coming out from Gatgo's. Berserker triumphs here in the 1v1 as Quad flashes over the wall to get away from Saints. It's Lyon popping off in two different places at once. Berserker with the outplay. Lyon with the better skirmish in the topside river. Isles is not done yet. He's going to find the potential recall auto attack. Shadow dash auto attack. Isles buries Quad.
Beautiful teleports plus a stolen Shen ultimate, and Isles doesn't have his yet, and he's under attack in the pit.
Yep, that's only a level 4 Shen trying to get away here as Griffin uses the ulti. He was thinking if Isles tries the shadow dash over the wall, I can follow him here with a cease and desist. Isles waits though, and now he's going very far behind enemy lines. No help is coming. Quad should be able to take this kill, no problem. Goes ahead and commits the unleashed
Very
power.
non-threatening, shall we say, on that all-in. But Cryogen is back, and now he doesn't have it ult this time. Let's see.
Yep, the first one didn't work, so let's try it a second time. Dokla, the focus of not only Cryogen and Gatgos, but Griffin now also ready to join the party. Dokla has no flash. There's no way out here for the Volley Bear. They give the kill over to Gatgos, and FlyQuest.
W to stop recalls.
Yeah, Armeo steps up when becomes lightning, stopping that recall exactly as you're saying. Cryogen and Griffin making their way up. Berserker looking to put the damage into Gatgo's kill off the Olaf, trying to get back away from the turret aggro, as now it's a finish kill from Griffin. Berserker dies. Armeo, the weak are scattered, and the Xinjiao falls. It's a big overcommit coming in from Lyon. FlyQuest sends the whole team and crushes. Isles is the common denominator of these shenanigans.
Is the Sylas bot guy.
Isles is like, I've seen this before. Don't worry, Berserker.
Ooh, I've seen that before too. Griffin making another
go for it and back them up. This play is being scouted by Vision, but they don't care.
Yup, they're just gonna full send after Berserker. The Jace about to fall. He fights as long as he can, but ultimately FlyQuest get what they
Sneak
can.
it away, but he doesn't have the damage.
Yeah, this is not particularly quick with just Xinjiao solo DPSing the Drake. Down to 3,000 HP on that one. Nice scout of the week. Dokla loses 1/3 of his HP, but still confident enough to stay here on the front line. Cryogen stepping up alongside Griffin. Now Isles going to be the target for Masu as the Sylas moves forward. Drake control. Forced away, and FlyQuest will take first to the Rift Herald pit. It looks like Armeo is already in there, starting that one up. Meanwhile, Dokla in some trouble up here on the top side. Unleashed power forces the defensive ulti out of Big Dokes. The bear nearly dead, forced to back off, and that means that Armeo can also no longer maintain the confidence to take the Herald. Meanwhile, down here in the bottom lane, it's another play coming out from FlyQuest. They find the kill onto the enemy mid laner. Back up in the top side, Armeo trying to re-engage after Quad. Cryogen following up behind him, trying to protect his own mid laner. Cryogen gets through, throws back a stun to keep himself and his mid laner alive. Gatgo's still putting in work in the bottom lane tier 1 as FlyQuest disengages up here in the top side river at the same time. 2,500 gold lead for FlyQuest. The Rift Herald restarted now by Lyon, and it looks like they will be able to claim that one. FlyQuest backs away, but they'll take first turret in the bottom lane in trade.
Yeah, great moves from FlyQuest. Again, the bot side, you saw that dive, the double unstoppable Vi and the Olaf. you kind of feel bad for Victor, maybe. Maybe you don't if you don't like the champion. But there's not a lot he could do about it. Now they're going for Isles and Masu, the other side of the map. So they don't even lose anything on the other side of the map. Really nicely done.
All right, we're not done top side. This time, Dokla has to use his flash to get away. The ulti not available here yet again. That is the second unleashed power coming out from the Syndra, trying to get the kill here onto this volley bear. One more orb should be able to do it, but Dokla with a nice heal there stays alive.
Holy.
Big Dokes at 11 HP manages to survive another attempt from FlyQuest, but he's in no position to continue defending.
No way.
They're still not done. Griffin wants to commit. He goes in and he smites him down like a minion. Griffin claims the bear camp, and FlyQuest get themselves their 13th kill.
We got some posters on the top lane. They're chasing after this bear, taking him down. It was pretty well played by Dokla. Got that second hit of his W for that big heal. You can see Cryogen was trying to like kind of dance around on the range of it, but ended up giving it to him.
You know what's super funny? I was thinking when he casted his E and he was waiting Volibear for it to come down and give him the shield. I was like, just keep running.
Get out the game in the top side. I feel like the moment that really broke this game was that blundered attempted dive from Lyon that FlyQuest were able to get a 4-for-1 for. That game has been FlyQuest's ever since, and it's not stopping. Dokla's still trying to escape. He gets another nice heal with a volley bear, but no way. Griffin and Gatkos have more than enough damage to burn through that drain tanking, while the Rift Herald is summoned up in the mid lane. That's going to take the tier. The gravity field continues chasing after the Lyon mid laner. Gatkos throws the axe out, but it's not going to find the target here just yet. It will not matter. There goes Saint. His prayers go unanswered, and FlyQuest are heading straight over to the Drake. They'll grab Soul Point 20 minutes into the game.
Exactly. Soul Point here now, so a massive win condition. They're already really in control of this one and just continuously putting the pressure onto Lyon. And so much of the story is we're maybe going to see a little bit of a fight here.
Maybe. Cryogen continuing to walk away. EMEA
for themselves, and Saints under attack again.
Yup, he steps up, but Quad is waiting in the brush. Scatter the Weak collides, but here comes Isles trying to help Saint survive. It's a massive counter engage from Cryogen, but there's no damage ready to follow it up, so Cryo falls. Lyon keeps Saint going. They get a kill of their own in return. Now Gatkos is split pushing on the other side of the map here at the same time. Looks like FlyQuest won't get anything back.
Yeah, they were both setting up plays, but Lyon were setting up a bigger play. You saw them all 5 into the river going to get Baron Vision. And so
now the play continues, though. Dokla's going to be your target, but it's Griffin who's killed off first. Shut down over to EMEA as FlyQuest will also lose Masu. That's another 2 kills going the way of Lyon. And this FlyQuest lead, this 3,500 gold advantage, has disappeared like magic. Lyon have the enemy jungler dead for the next 30 seconds, and Baron is right there ready for the taking. Quad is not just going to let this happen, though. This Syndra sweeping around, wants to make some kind of a big play. He's got Cryogen coming up behind him. The Baron's at about 5,000 HP. Cryogen here in the pit. Gatkos also has arrived into the fight. The Baron's going to be your target. Gatkos makes his way in. The Baron going to be secured by Lyon as Quad is about to die. Berserker grabbing the kill on that one as EMEA is taken low. Gatkos still looking to find something. Over the wall goes Isles. Cryogen's going to die here next. It is a slaughter. And I feel like the big thing now for the FlyQuest side is you got to look at this Infernal Soul. That's got to be your way to try to retake control over the game, but it's Dokla going in after Griffin. It's Dokla grabbing a kill. FlyQuest jungler dead for the next 45 seconds. He will be alive with about 30 seconds on the clock until that soul spawns. But right now, Lyon's just using the opportunity to floor it. They're going straight for the enemy base. They take down the push continues. They've got the Red Bull Baron power play for another 90 seconds. They're forcing down the tier 3 turret. Nobody on FlyQuest is able to defend against this right now. They've even got Quad up in the top side. They've got Gatkos over in mid lane just trying to get something back here in the split. Need this soul to bring this game back to an even state.
And Masu's trying to buy time for his ult to come back up. He actually used it on the Volibear ult and then just spent the Volibear ult because he realized that's not what I want right now. He has no TP.
He tries to go back in after Saint, lands a good chunk of damage. So Masu and Saint both going to be injured here, but it is Lyon in the meantime that have earned themselves control over the objective pit, and they will...
Oh, they're flanking. They're making...
Okay. Is this what they want? Isles again could be your target. Nice scatter the weak there from Quad. Finds half of the HP on the Victor. Meanwhile, Isles back in the pit now. Stand United stolen away by Masu. They want to go in. They've already found the Lyon support. Now Dokla trying to get a kill back. Quad's under a lot of pressure. Has to try to get himself away. Cryogen burning down in the backside of the Baron pit here at the same time. Stand United coming in, looking to keep him alive, but Dokla's already got the kill. Nice shot coming in from Berserker to make it a twofer as it's a 3v3 on the map now. Saint, Armeo, and Berserker versus Gakkos, Griffin, and Masu. Berserker getting away for now. Griffin barely staying alive, but he burns down to Saint. Berserker on the chase. He turns it around, he outplays it, he's dominating. Gakkos, nothing but a corpse on the floor as Masu has to run a bloodbath.
I didn't think there was any way he was killing Quad when he had to use the stasis early. Look at this stolen Stand United. That's like 2,000 damage that he burst through from Masu's ult, and Lyon are on the Baron here. Masu's back trying to keep him off.
Yeah, Masu stealing away the Xin Zhao ulti, tries to jump in, make some sort of a play. Big abduct, hits Berserker, but where's the rest of the follow-up? The Baron already secured by Armeo. Cryogen makes his way into the pit. They're going to find Guardian Angel #1. Isles is already down. Armeo trying to fight here for the 1v3, but Berserker resurrects. Now going to be knocked down for real this time. Masu and Cryogen in the 2v1 against Armeo. They're going to have to take the Guardian Angel, then the Xin Zhao himself, but they've got to get away because Big Dokes has arrived. He's got Saint right behind him, and Cryogen falls, but now Griffin is showed up. Masu wants to jump right back in, and the fight's not over. Gakkos joins the fray, and Dokla takes a ton of damage. Goes golden for a second, tries to keep himself alive here with the ulti, but he won't be able to out-heal it. Now Saint's under pressure. Griffin diving into towards the mid laner as the resurrection comes through, but Griffin is already dead. Masu continuing the chase now with a stolen Arcane Storm. Another Zhonya's comes out. Armeo wants to turn it right back around. It's a double kill of it as Saint. Gakkos needs a little bit more damage. The gravity field's going to slow him down, but it will not kill him here just yet. Armeo turns around, and Lyon
Saint too to keep the party going.
Exactly, it just kept going, and then the Olaf respawns, he TPs in, Saint is trying to keep him away, but Griffin arrives, and they just constantly are throwing themselves into these fights time and time and time again.
And then look at the body blocking.
We're not done. Hold on. Saint's going to get dove now by Griffin, going in after the enemy mid laner, but he can't find the kill. Cryogen's flank should now just turn into a grave for the Rel. He has no damage to back him up, but he can make enough distance to use the blast cone for the extra escape. Accelerated shock blast continuing to chip away at the health bars of FlyQuest. Lyon, now again, they have stopped the potential Infernal Soul from FlyQuest. They have an 8,000 gold lead. They're barreling through the tier 3 turret here in the mid lane while the inhibitor is already exposed in the bottom side. It's a 5v3 here for the next 25 seconds. Lyon wants to end this game and make it a clean 2-0 series to kick off summer against FlyQuest. And they're poised to do just that. Bottom lane inhibitor about to crumble, and the full 5-man press comes out from Lyon. First Nexus turret already down. Cryogen tries to go in and mount the defense, but it will not do a thing. Gakkos shot through the heart as he tries to dive towards the carries. Masu's the last man standing, and he too will fall. It was a back and forth bloodbath here in the second game, but Lyon prevails and clean sweep FlyQuest 2-0 to start off summer.
Wow, what a comeback.